Good evening and welcome in to Earthbound Super Series. Tonight we have a double header of the PK Scramble 2025 tournament. Race number 1 is javinat0r versus OneFreeFitz. They have been sent off in the race room, so we'll be seeing them shortly. I am Rocky12799, joined on comms tonight by Creador. Welcome in, Creador.
Hey everyone. Excited to be here for the race.
Yeah, so any predictions or hopes that we see for this race tonight?
I mean, I certainly hope for a little bit of spice, but hopefully it's not front-loaded.
Yeah,
I feel like front-loaded spice is always a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, the last couple seeds that I've run with this flag set have been front-loaded and just burned me hard. So yeah, hoping that, divergence happens, but maybe a little, like you said, maybe a little bit after we can get some levels and I can kind of power through. So.
Oh, I do like that grabbing that crow instant. That's nice. Sorry, who was it that did that? I think it was javinat0r.
Javinat0r, yeah.
Yeah. And it looked like our first teleport was Summers, which I am usually not particularly pleased to see that, but
I mean, it gives
it's at least simple.
Yeah, and it gives us another, teleport. It's not a, excuse me, it's not a quick teleport to unlock, but at least it's something.
Yes.
Also, if you are in chat and want a rundown of what PK Scramble is, what this Earthbound Random is, just let us know. Otherwise, we'll just go with the assumption you know what you're watching. But let's talk about flag sets. Flag sets teleport anywhere. Random enemy movement and extended slash shuffle. So that's why you see these enemies kind of not following what you normally see them do.
Yeah, and I I always like to see some of what Teleport Anywhere opens up. I'm not as good at using it as some of our runners are, but by it, as its name says, you can teleport from anywhere, which means there's a lot more opportunity to like dodge enemies in interesting ways.
Yeah, and that's why we saw Fitz go to the saw these runners go to the meteorite first, because then they could just warp out of the basement. But it looks like both of them walking back to the ladder area to get the teleport in. It is possible to teleport out of the room where you get the where the statue is. That's a little bit of a not tricky setup. It's a little bit of a precise setup to do it, but it is possible to just use the beta and get out of there right away. So.
One thing I did just notice is that javinat0r took the safety save and revive location swap to Winters, which I think is heads up play.
Yes.
Attack Slug is right. We do have seasons here. And so it looks like we've got Key to the Shack and Diamond, which indicates potentially we'll get Summers relatively soon.
We also just picked up Slime Banana there, so definitely looks like we're going to be, four-side, going to be interesting to get to.
Right, and that also means that Giant Step is probably sync 1. Probably. Sometimes the logic can be a little funny about that.
All right, so Fitz taking a fight here to see the depths of the arcade. It doesn't look too bad. So he's going to go ahead and see if he can get through it to see what the mayor has for us today.
And at the same time, I think we're about to find out what the Summers teleport is.
Thunder and Storm and Department Store Spook there.
The Thunder and Storm is probably fine. The Department Store Spook could be nasty. We've got a 3 teleport, which is a nice, easy kid check.
Mm-hmm. All right, so problem with Thunder and Storm right now is we don't have any. We only have the initial weapon for Ness and no defensive items. So we're just not hitting for anything. You can see there we're only hitting for six at a time. So um, while I would agree that yes, this is in logic, it's just not going to be possible for Fitz without a little bit of more weapons.
Yeah, definitely agreed. And I will say I also always forget that Thunder and Storm has the blow attack or whatever it is, which really changes the equation some. And yeah, it was Jeff at 3'd, so that's an extended size shuffle. That's a lot more positive of a thing potentially, since he could have like a freeze bazooka or something.
Right.
Obviously, we don't have that yet, but
And looks like according to javinat0r's tracker, Jeff must have the police badge to open up our access. Oh nope, never mind.
wait, why did the police badge just go
Oh,
away?
you know what? It's a tracker glitch. So he probably does have it. It's a tracker glitch. I forget that happens. When if you have it or if you pick it up in the library, sometimes the tracker will glitch out and act like if you've used it or act like you don't have it anymore.
Oh, interesting.
The one who
Okay.
created the tracker is aware of this, cannot figure out why it does it. So it's just something I don't remember, that I don't see very often anymore. I don't play a ton of Scramble except for during tournament season. So I just kind of forgot. But yeah, now you can see it's back on the tracker.
And now that you mention it, I think I have personally seen that and just kind of ignored it.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like javinat0r did take a death, which is unfortunate, but
yeah,
that easy teleport out is nice. Obviously, as we saw on Fitz's side, teleporting out of Ness's room is also not particularly bad.
Yeah, so both of these runners kind of hitting early, kind of points where the enemies are a little bit stronger. And again, I think that just goes to weapon pickups. We'll see for javinat0r how he does now that he's got Jeff, and Jeff has a stun gun that they found. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for javinat0r to get through the arcade fights, but we'll see.
That it should make a difference, but the stun gun also isn't a particularly deep one.
No.
I also noticed that he did feed Jeff a cookie, which is always fun. And Fitz is about to get a death for himself.
Right.
Hey, Thunder and Storm are down.
Yep.
He's straight to an auto fight. Oh.
No problem. Well, I think with the auto fight, he did the auto fight there because he just after the first fight there, he picked up his rocket, and so I think he just didn't think about the fact that he had it because he hadn't had it.
Got it. That makes sense though. I can definitely see doing that myself. Also, just doing it on accident.
Yep.
I've done that myself plenty of times. It does look like javinat0r's going straight for the Cop Gauntlet, led, of course, classically by Frankie Stein. And we're seeing that Jeff gets the satellite uplink. I don't remember what that does. Is that Starstorm?
Probably. Which is that's unfortunate because that means that we won't be seeing Starstorm on one of the kids. javinat0r not really having any issues taking down these cops. They are hitting pretty decently, but Nuss and Jeff are also hitting pretty hard there, so no problem. Looks.
But Fitz
Go
is
ahead.
having a bit of a rougher time over with Master Barf, but no.
Yeah, no.
I think the 3 minions that got summoned didn't help at all.
Right. And that check is always, a question if it'll be in logic or when you pick up Jeff or if it's going to be deeper in logic. So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't begrudge him at all. I think it's a good play to go check it out, but definitely need some additional items or party members or just levels to take care of that. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's such a quick check to do, even if you do lose. I definitely get it.
yeah, and I'll be honest here. I really liked what javinat0r did. So we learned that the mayor has the zombie paper. He did not go pick it up. So he's gambling right now on maybe that we can find a teleport to Saturn Valley, and won't need that paper. Otherwise, it's not a bad. It's not hard to get back to. Grab that, and you can with teleport anywhere. You can literally just teleport out of the mayor's office. So if we need it, we'll come back. We'll grab it later. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even notice that, but I like that play. I know I probably wouldn't do it because I would forget.
yeah, it is. Leaving that item there and going back for it later is definitely it's definitely a move. Oh, and we see javinat0r is not even going to wait. He's going to go back right away for it.
Oh, okay.
We definitely saw last year where runners would leave this item if it was something that what would like open a sank for them or something like that. They'd leave it until they were ready to use it. And so that's kind of why I thought maybe that's what he was doing. But we have 3 to access. We could at least drop it and either open the tunnel to Saturn Valley or wait. Walking to Saturn Valley right now is not going to do us any good. So
No.
I don't know
The
if
only
it's
thing it would give is telling us where the meteorite piece is, but we're nowhere near ready for it anyways.
right.
And I think Fitz is doing a thinking sanctuary.
Yeah.
I'm always open to that.
Either a thinking sanctuary or just hoping to get some levels here.
That also absolutely makes sense. Let's see.
Ooh, teleporting mice. Okay.
I think it seems to me that they might have to beat Boogie 10.
Well, I mean, we have Tucson open, right?
That's right.
So
We do have Tucson.
we have we have no idea what Apple Kit has for us. That's a check that we haven't seen yet. So um, that's where
You're absolutely correct.
honestly that's that's where I would have had, right? javinat0r did cop fights, got Tucson access. I would have just headed to grab that item
I
right
honestly
away.
think that's what confused me is that he didn't go straight there. He just grabbed the mice.
Yeah, he grabbed the mice. He opened he went to Tucson to grab the teleport, and then immediately went back for that zombie paper, and is chasing the zombie paper now. So
Yeah, that's interesting. I agree. I would have gone straight to Tucson. Ignore the Sank for now. Ignore the Boogie Tent. See what Apple Kit has. Potentially find out where Paula is.
nice. Ooh, Starman Deluxe, super easy there. Fizz is going to pick up Sank number 1, and with that Starlink item on with Jeff and with Rockin being a freeze, Master Barf is no problem there. And we get the pack of bubblegum for sync access number 2 and also some item pickups there. So
Yeah, and the pack of bubblegum tells us that's probably second sync. I will say seeing Starman Deluxe at first sync, that is always a sigh of relief.
yes.
As long as you're set up to deal with him.
Yeah, seeing Deluxe early on definitely a sigh of relief, like you said, as long as you're equipped for it, because we don't want him later in Logic when he can really do big damage. So,
Or even worse, Geiga's assistant.
we don't want to talk about that. We're not going to see Geiga. We're not seeing Geiga today anyway. We're doing 5 in Magic Ant.
Okay, and we've got Fitz going through the cups. This should be no problem at this point.
And that low spawn rate really helping out javinat0r here. Not seeing any enemies between the spawn rate and the random enemy movements, which also can kind of throw how and where they spawn. javinat0r just walked through that 3 tunnel, no problem.
Nice and free, you love it. Yeah, this satellite uplink, even though it means no Starstorm on any kids, I mean, that's juicy.
Yeah. Alright, Guardian Digger is down. Fitz taking on Frankenstein. Frankenstein goes down.
I can only assume that javinat0r just wants to get the Saturn Valley teleport in play.
Yeah, I mean, it's also not a bad idea to have the free going early.
Absolutely. Well, as much as he got the timed tunnel spawns, he is not being given any leniency going through the valley.
No, indeed.
Yeah, Attack Slug is right. Uplink is absolutely carrying.
100%, yeah.
Oh, and we're seeing Tucson. Quick stop to sell some stuff. Well, that spot is always relatively quick to sell at, so that's reasonable.
I love being able to just not have to worry about saying yes, I want to sell and hitting buy by accident. Just come here, do my returns.
I also love how generous they are with their return policies.
Yes.
Okay, we should find out where the meteorite piece is shortly.
Alright, so that was Frank sitting on top of the house there in Berglund Park.
I think it said Onet.
I
didn't catch it.
I didn't catch. Yeah, Applecate. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Thank you, Slug. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna just pick it up here at, from Applecade, which is another. It's kind of unfortunate for javinat0r that we could have had that and grabbed that before we did this walk. So
Absolutely,
could have gotten that extra teleport check.
It is still possible, though, that play ultimately is fine if there is no Saturn Valley teleport anywhere, but never know.
Which there probably won't be at this point.
Probably. Oh, going after Frankie now? Or Frank?
Yeah, I don't mind this. Let's see how we can see how, see how he does. Just because we can open up that shop.
Oh, absolutely. This is a quick check, and if he's too deep, then you just die or forfeit.
Yeah, he's deep. Never mind. We're not doing that. 315 damage He just hit on Robo. I don't know what he hit on Frog there, but
That was 315, yes.
yeah.
No, you nope out of that. You say, okay, thank you, Frank, goodbye.
Yeah. We're not coming back here probably anytime. Yeah, Frank sharpened his knife today for sure. Alright, javinat0r picking up that meteorite piece, headed back to Saturn Valley to go and get that turn in.
Oh, I usually go and do the item checks, the box checks for that transition requirement.
He had already been here, so
Okay.
he already got
You're
the
right.
box
You're
check,
right.
so yeah.
Too many screens to look at.
It's alright. Oh, and it's just Psy Bomb. That's unfortunate.
Oh, man. So that seems like winter's required.
Yeah, winter. Well, yeah. I mean, we figured with such an early pack of bubblegum it would be required anyway. But at this point, we don't have anything else we can do. Dominator looks like he's headed back to pick up the Sank, which I like this going here before we head to winters. Winters can be tough. That can be a tricky sanctuary. So let's go get a little bit of extra levels before we head to winters. So.
Yeah, I agree. Just getting to the sanctuary boss can be a challenge. The enemies can be unpleasant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with the random movement, you may not be able to rely on the despawns you normally would.
Right. Yeah, and it's too tight to, it's really too tight to just use the teleport anywhere to get away at times. So, all right, seeing some despawning there on javinat0r's side. Oh, we must have slugs in the mix because we've got some attack, some not, unless those are just the red ants. Sometimes they attack too no matter what. So.
I would suspect that it would be a mix of slugs and antoids. Yeah, it looks like Fitz is going to do the Saturn Valley check to try to avoid going to Winters right now. So that means no no time lost for javinat0r on that.
No.
Ooh.
Oof. Right.
Good to get out.
Yeah, nice teleport dodging there. Yeah, like this. This is definitely what I would be doing. Ed Fitz's spot, making this walk. Finding out, he's got meteorite piece, right? So he's hoping for an extra teleport. We know that that's not going to happen.
Yes.
But yeah.
It does though get him the items in the tunnel, and they're not bad.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Saturn coin.
And a speed capsule. Attacks like, we will not ask you to do math. Don't worry, you're safe.
Oh. Those ghosts froze both of them. So not being able to get any attacks off. If it's choosing to run, I think that's a good spot there to just try to get away.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't have to take every fight. Running is valid. Get your Tessies in chat.
All right, and that's Starlink again on Fitz's side, showing how it's going to carry for this early game, as he does get by Guardian Digger and is on his way to Saturn Valley.
Looks like Fitz is getting a much kinder set of spawn rate than javinat0r did.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate.
It's
That's an
interesting.
unfortunate position.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting that Fitz tries to use beta when most of us will be using teleport alpha to get by. So it's interesting that he was trying to use beta there.
That is a good point. There are definitely situations where it can get you past stuff that alpha might not. But it is pretty hard to control sometimes. What? What was that?
I mean, ooh, I was gonna say it looked like I was gonna say it almost didn't work there with the random enemy movement of that roach, but does manage to get by. javinat0r trying to get by those enemies. Unfortunately, just too dense there. Not enough space. So
It's a really tough spot if you don't get the despawn. Whatever that subpixel stuff is for that spot. And of course we don't have pencil eraser, so you have to go through the dungeon, the brick road. Brick Road's dungeon.
yeah, not gonna be a problem for these runners today.
Oh, good teleport there.
Mm-hmm.
No, we got a duck skip. And Fitz about to get that bad news. Taking that save there, I think, is pretty much always a good play. Unless you absolutely know what's coming up.
So Fitz on his way to South Winters as well. Again, no other options here. So javinat0r has, minute 90 seconds, maybe a little bit more ahead of Fitz at this point. So as both runners have done all of the same checks at this point.
Yeah, this is very close so far. That little game of tag that javinat0r just had to play with that, I think it was a roach. Very entertaining. Obviously, second sanctuary, but what do we have?
Oh.
That's okay.
He's gonna have a lot of XP, but he hit for 4 HP there, so it take a little bit. May take a little bit of time, but we're not gonna have any problems getting by him. So
no, this is chill. Guardian General is definitely one that is in my pool of bosses I would like to see later. Yep, we've got Fitz, we've got Tessie again. Ooh. Hey boy, moving fast. Eraser. So we're not looking at a double dip.
Oh yeah, but nobody. That's no. Ew.
I'm trying to find the positive here.
The only positive is no double dip. The only positive, we don't have to come back here. But to get that item and know instantly, okay, I don't have any options. Right, we're headed to do this no matter what. So
Nope. Yeah, this is absolutely required, which is always unfortunate. No one wants to go in here, even with the shorter dungeons. It's just unpleasant.
Yeah. praise Tolmar for being able to shorten this dungeon as much as he did, because it the beast in vanilla, so.
Attack Slug is asking what it might be, saying possibly jar of fly honey. I
Pencil
think I agree
eraser.
with that. It could be pencil eraser, yeah, because that would get HHV, which is 3 checks.
It is a sank, a key item for sure, because we don't have Franklin badge, so it's won't be 2.
Yeah.
But we'll get that key item from whoever's in the cabin. So
I think fly honey would probably open a little bit more.
yeah, fly honey would open more because that would open an extra teleport check, as well as a sanctuary. So
I suppose it could also technically be either like, no, it couldn't be hieroglyph because that wouldn't get us anything. But maybe
can be
tiny ruby.
Tiny ruby, and send us on a fetch quest to
Yeah.
summon.
Can't think of anything else though.
Yeah, Foresight opens. Fly honey opens Foresight and Desert, since that will get us the world open. So
I think the least mean option the seed could give them would be flying.
Yeah.
Which so far indicates that it's probably not fly honey.
10 o'clock past your bedtime, Gurk.
Well, hey, maybe that'll give Mad Cat a leg up in the upcoming Gurk fight.
Yes. Yeah. We do have, after this, like I said, this is doubleheader. The second match, it will see Mick McGurk take on Mad Cat, which is a family battle. So yeah, that's my bedtime.
Okay, so yeah, javinat0r's through the ant that was guarding Stonehenge.
Yeah, that was I kind of blinked and missed that. Fitz on.
Oh,
Guardian.
a Mr. Baseball bat.
Nice. Fitz and Guardian General, again, no problem. And what do we get? We get
Fly honey. You called it Attack Slug.
Alright, so yeah, this is a weird one to find a spot to warp out of. Javinat0r does find one. I would have actually grabbed that food. That food just to see if it was a repel. You already walk back out. It doesn't take more than a couple seconds to check it, so.
Ooh, unfortunate red. It shouldn't be an issue. It's just annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that bear's face. Oh, good lord.
That was perfect.
He's just part. That's what I was just about to say, Greg. Part of the party. He was just like, I'm coming along, guys.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even notice it first because I was like, oh, it's just another party member. Wait, what? I think that was a luck capsule upstairs in the lab.
Yeah, it was.
Unfortunate.
And I literally never check that in racing. I know it exists, but nope. I will sometimes check the stuff in Beltrace here.
It depends on where it is in the seed, but it can be worth it. I would be considering checking it, I think, with where it landed. But I do play a little bit more cautious than some.
Yeah, I've really learned to play very aggressive at times, and definitely burns me at times. But you kind of have to play aggressively if wanting to really, kind of work on getting better because you see these top runners don't chop except for maybe once the entire seed and just use what they have. So,
Hmm. More items are best.
all right. So again, these enemies that javinat0r is fighting, definitely not having any issues. That was Carpenter, and Carpenter's gone.
And that also, with that ghost there, is of course a reminder because people kept forgetting. The access, we now have access to Foreside.
All right, so that was a happy teleport. So unless we get the other check that we don't really want to see, which is the monkey cave, feeling we're not going to be seeing pencil eraser today.
Probably not.
Man, you're gonna have to just take a fight
Oof.
there. There was no way there. You're at that point. You're taking a fight and hoping for just a single enemy that other enemies forget you're there.
As was mentioned, HHV and Foreside, since we have Diamond, also mean, or not Diamond, Banana means we do have Forcings now.
Correct.
Just need Paula.
So we are, yeah. Yeah, so we're in Paula Go mode at this point.
What do you think? Is she going to be dumb kid in the cabin?
Yeah. I mean, she could be. I think whoever is in the cabin is bound to be dumb kid. At this point, is it Banana 5?
I think it's 5.
So.
We've got 2. We've got Banana and HHV.
What else? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I think that's what we've got that we haven't done.
Wait, hold on, because we've got 2 already. We're doing 3. HHV, Banana.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
We are,
5.
So okay, so we are truly at go. So we're at Magic Hand Go mode at this point.
Yes.
I'm
sorry, Attacks. Like, none of us can count. Math is hard, counting is hard.
Yes. Oh, this Starman is wrecking javinat0r right now.
Oh, wow. Was that 184 that we just saw?
So Fitz getting by Titanic Ant and he's gonna get his Fly Honey. javinat0r does get by there though, and we'll pick up snake number 3 for him.
I don't know which one javinat0r's going to go for next, and I don't know how much it matters.
I think happy, right? Do the kid check, find out.
That's true. There is the kid check.
Find out if we're ever gonna get them.
And there's also if you're so inclined, you can also check the cultist house for potentially deep items.
Yes, yeah, I 100% have started to, no matter what, dip that cultist house. What do we got? We have.
I think that's Paula.
No, that's a Pooh.
Pooh.
Right, Pooh, you're dead to me. I'm not. I'm not coming back for you.
We know that Pooh has bomb. We know we did pick up somewhat. There was a Sword of Kings, but
yeah, javinat0r, I'm pretty sure dropped it.
Okay. Made that decision. We've got Starstorm. What does Pooh matter?
Yep. No. Had Pooh been a dumb kid there, we would have grabbed him. Pooh giving us the yogurt dispenser, saying, "Hey, go climb a useless tower. You're dead to me now."
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not climbing that tower at this point, right? I'm taking Ness and Jeff, and I'm gonna try Magic Hand.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. The Monotoli Tower is such an annoyance.
Yes.
And I mean, yes, getting out of it's easy and you can teleport through parts of it, but the 2 elevator rides and all of it's long hallways.
It is. And even with teleport anywhere where you can kind of sneak past the enemies, sometimes, with where the robots are sitting, it may not be still may not be possible, so.
May just run into them.
But yeah, we see Javinator taking the bus to Foreside. So he'll pick up the teleports here for Dusty Dunes. And then obviously on his way to Foreside. But we're never gonna check Dusty Dunes.
No, there's
checks that are dead at this point. So
this desert doesn't exist. This is definitely at this point. You see 5 Sanks. You're reasonably geared mostly. You just go. You might pop into a shop before you head in for the final boss fight, but that's probably. Okay, and Fitz is finding out about HHV and also going straight to the sink. Ooh, unfortunate teleport.
Javinator paying the money there instead of just warping past to get to the door. Come on.
Oh, you can warp past that?
Yeah, and teleport anywhere. If you warp, it just zooms you, and then you hit the door, and you just transition through it.
Okay. I feel like I always learn something about this, even after all this time. Unfortunately, Bowl of Gruel doesn't tell you a lot about what you might be facing, and it doesn't help you.
No. Alright, so Fitz on Starman Jr. This is always an interesting fight. No matter when you get him as a Sank boss, because he can kind of mess you up at times. So
he can be tough. He hits pretty hard. He's got decent defense and so much psi.
Yes, so much psi.
I definitely always want him early.
That was 177 hit there. No, 164. Yeah, he's pounding him.
Solidified. Oh no.
No, unfortunately, Ness.
Oh.
Okay, so this sucks.
You definitely don't want to lose that experience.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that experience.
On the other hand, he did get through.
He did. All right, Javinator does get by the sewers.
Yeah, that fight was significantly simpler. It was just belch.
Alright, so that's 4 Sanks down for Javinator, but without Paula, of course, doesn't matter. But that's a nice pickup there with Franklin badge.
Yeah, you may as well just shove that on Ness and have that little protection.
Yeah.
Doing an item, cultist house dip and getting some life noodles, which is definitely a nice find.
Yeah.
Also, we know Trillionage is not going to be in Magic Ant.
Yeah, start getting your guesses in now as to the enemies we're going to see in Magic Ant. We've got 2 enemies there that we've not seen. So
Oh, it looks like Fitz is actually taking the walk to 4 side. I know someone did comparisons and figured out which is fastest, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty for the I believe from 3 to 4 side, it's faster to take the bus. It's such a long walk, and I think the bus is slightly faster. So
Honestly, even if it was a slightly slower, I would probably take the bus just for the input break.
yeah, that too.
This is 3rd, so this should actually go down pretty easy.
Yeah, this is Mondo Mole's not going to be a problem here. I like this auto fight.
Absolutely.
That's injectable hitting, really decent damage there. So that's 5 Sanks down for Javinat0r, which will open up Magic Ant.
And I mean, it's got to just be straight teleport beta out of here, direct to Magic Ant.
And yeah, the only thing I might do, if you really want to, would be to head to Saturn Valley to check 3rd Chop.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise it's like you said, it's straight to Magic Ant.
Fitz is turning in the diamond.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Shyness book. Okay.
Yep.
Throw it on the floor.
Yep. I'm not taking the safety save there on Javinat0r side.
I kind of see it. You can just teleport back pretty quick. Although, if you burn through all of your repels...
Exactly. That's the bigger concern there, is that you don't want to burn your repels. You can teleport anywhere. The spaces, depending on how the enemies are, the spaces are pretty decent in the Magic Ant circle. But yeah, definitely would save my repels there, just in case.
Absolutely. I just didn't think about that for a moment.
Because we only have, I think,
looks like
2.
3.
Oh, was there 3?
I think there was 3. But could be 2.
But either way, 3 is enough. But if it's 2, it's tight.
Yeah, with 2, you may have to despawn a small section. Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, with 3 we should be good then.
3 is enough to get through, but yeah, you're definitely right that safety save would be good for if you take a wipe and have to get through.
All right, let's see what enemies we've got.
I pretty much always guess that it's going to be either Shroom or Troyanage, and we know it's not Troyanage. I'm saying Shroom.
Right. Plague of Doom there in the sea.
There's a good bait and teleport past.
And
Manny.
Money statue.
Not the worst. Not super pleasant, especially if those paralysis land.
267 there for Rockin'. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to really watch his heals.
And Fitz is about to finish, I believe that's 4th sync for him.
Yes. We'll know here in a second, but yeah, I believe it's 4.
Ooh,
Death feelings. Or is that Diamondized?
No, that's paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Oh, he's useless.
Yep.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Alright, yeah, and Ness is out of side point, so
Oh no. I mean, at this point, throw that life noodles on Jeff. Oh, this is unfortunate.
yeah. Yeah,
It's oof.
oof.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you know, you see in chat, everybody's saying use the life noodles. That Starlink definitely would have been a huge help there. And unfortunately, you know, we just lost our repel sandwiches. So
Yep, getting back through is gonna sting now. It's doable. I've done that several times, but you don't wanna. Yeah.
it's sucking up on brain fruit sandwiches without paying. So we're going to be taking entre lineage.
Now, I don't think I've done this since forfeit was introduced. If you forfeit here, does it work? Can you just steal it and forfeit and move on with your life?
Charles is saying yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's interesting. That is not something that I would necessarily have thought about, but good to know.
I think in this case, especially going for Magicant, it's reasonable to try to get a little bit of experience there,
Yeah.
if nothing else. But yeah, I think that could be useful in cases.
All right. So Ness is picking up a Hall of Fame bat here and a super plush bear.
PSI.
Yeah. Counter PSI, man.
Ooh.
Oh, teleporting. That was interesting.
Oh, I didn't think he had room to get past those eyes.
I did not either. Unfortunately, does get snagged in the back with that teddy bear.
Oh, and that's
Franklin
rough.
badge. Franklin badge doing damage. So paying off there, having it on
That was a good bear dodge.
Yeah. It does get hit by the present as he was trying to grab that butterfly.
Oh, and you don't want to see loaded dice.
Bye-bye, teddy bear. Just trying to call for help, but no help is coming.
That's at least fortunate. Oh, there it is.
I mean, that's not too bad. Did get, you know, at least the dice did get destroyed there, so.
I think I saw a 1 HP hit though.
Yeah, he put on auto to try to save Jeff, so, which worked, but,
Oh no, yeah, I saw 1 HP again. Just run.
Oh yeah, bye-bye, Jeff. We do have...
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good. Does get... Alright, so Fitz there get got by Guardian Digger. That's 5 thanks for him. He's headed to Magic Hand.
Definitely gives Fitz a chance to catch up here and potentially even take the win because we're watching javinat0r go down again.
Yeah.
I looked away. I didn't catch if Fitz took the safety save or not.
Fitz did take the safety save there.
Okay. I definitely had to say that from past experience in Javinator's shoes, I would be entering panic mode here.
Yeah. Alright, so Javinator at this point deciding that he just can't get through Magic Hand, and it's gonna go do Monotoli Tower. Going for, I guess, another kid, 2-check, or at least, well, I don't know if that's an automatic 2-check or 1-check for sure. More than likely, this is going to be Paula, which is, but we'll see. Let's see how Fitz does here in the Sea of Eden and against Money Money.
Able to sneak past that first turn, no problem.
Yeah, these guys are gonna be pretty easy to sneak by and lure away.
Especially with only 2 kids.
Yeah, it's just more how we do here.
Jav got caught by that first sentry. Just about to go in the door. Yeah, it's looking like Fitz might snipe this. I mean, this is still a pretty nasty fight, though, so...
Yeah, I mean... Diamond Dog, Carbon Dog, on Javinator side.
Ooh. Although... this might be okay.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too bad, but, I guess technically it's not post guy, I guess, because if this is Paula.
Yeah, that's my thought, is that it's probably, just based on the way the logic is going, that's probably Paula behind Dog. Which means that Dog should be earlier scaling than the Magic Hand scaling.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, but there is Money down for OneFreeFitz. Get your GGs in chat. Fitz is gonna take this.
Excellent play.
And 1. There we go. Good GG OneFreeFitz with an official racetime.gg of 57 minutes and 12 seconds. Unfortunately, this is a danger bracket. Is this danger bracket?
I didn't check that. Hang on. Let's see.
Well, I have a son, can't remember.
Trying to pull it up. I think this might be danger bracket. Yes, this is danger bracket.
All right, so this is danger bracket. So unfortunately, this will see the end of the tournament for Javinator, as OneFreeFitz does move on. And Javinator does take a forfeit here, right about now, 57 minutes 46 seconds. So the race is officially over at this point. We will see if either one of them wants to come in a chat.
Let's see.
And again, we do have a second race following this one, which we'll see Mick McGurk versus Mad Cat. And that is a winner's bracket match. But for us, for those of us in the community, more about bragging rights as to who is the best Gurk, as this is a family battle. All right.
Not seeing any.
All right, so I did
hopping in.
Yeah, I did post in race time to see if they wanted. Oh, Javinator is saying yes.
Welcome, Fitz.
Welcome in, Fitz. GG's.
Hello. GG's. Thank you. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
I had
So
a
that
blast.
So what were your thoughts on that seed? It was interesting.
I mean, it was kind of like weird, and I was like, "Where's my offense gonna come from?" And I guess it was a lot of satellite uplink action, and then I guess ice eventually was going, and just kind of a weird path too. But I just kind of was like, "All right, let's just keep doing checks. Let's get